When the Apple iPad Air 2 came out, we were all surprised by how light and thin the tablet was. Well, Sony just announced its Android tablet flagship, and it's lighter than Apple's offering. Also, they have very little to none in common. I'm Anton Dinoy, and we're comparing the uncomparable in Pocketnow's Sony Xperia Z4 tablet versus Apple iPad Air 2. Quick show floor comparison. We might as well just say that the only thing these two tablets have in common is the fact that they are both, well, tablets, and thank you for viewing this short video. However, we're looking at two flagships from two different platforms, the best or among the best from their operating system categories. They both carry their respective manufacturer's design language, material choices, and finishes. The iPad Air 2 has an aluminum back, while the Xperia Z4 tablet is, this time, plastic. One of the reasons we're guessing Sony managed to keep it so light. They're both 6.1mm thick, or thin, which is insanely thin, if you think about it. Apple's cool-to-the-touch choice of material and finish speaks premium, but that's not to say the Sony tablet is less of a good choice when it comes to this. However, because of the way these two tablets are built and their aspect, you're probably not going to care that much if you throw your Xperia Z4 tablet around or drop it. It looks like it can take it, opposed to the iPad Air 2. Of course, this is just the feeling you're getting when holding them. The rest is all about the differences. Sony's tablet has a larger screen at 10.1 inches versus 9.7, bigger resolution at 2560 by 1600 versus 2048 by 1536, more RAM at 3 gigs versus 2 gigs, and front-firing speakers. The Apple iPad Air 2 does have a fingerprint scanner, but the Sony Xperia Z4 tablet has NFC and is water and dust resistant. Cameras are on par, at least on paper, both at 8 megapixels, and if you don't care that much about specs, at the end of the day, it all comes down to the software they're running. The iPad Air 2 runs Apple's iOS, which means that aside from the folders on your countless home screens and a wallpaper, there's little to no customization available. Opposed to that, Android Lollipop enables you to use widgets, which can be pretty handy. Also, Android by default gives you more freedom. Both of these tablets are able to do the exact same operations. There's little to nothing one of the two can do that the other one cannot. It's about how they do it. We won't go into details regarding Android versus iOS, as that's the eternal debate. The app situation is fairly similar, and today there are little chances you won't find an Android application that doesn't exist on iOS, and vice versa. Google Now gives you all the information you need, but Apple's Siri isn't a slouch either. At the end of the day, as we mentioned, it all comes down to doing more or less the same things, but in different ways. It's really like comparing apples, literally, to oranges, and the final decision lies with the users and their preferences. You can't go wrong with any of these. But we'll definitely make sure to tell you more in detail about the differences among the two once we do an in-depth comparison as part of our Xperia Tablet Z4 review. Until then, I thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media, and check out our main website at Pocketnow.com for all your mobile needs. I've been Anton Dinoy, and I will see you next time.